All right, welcome to episode 144 of the Horror Dads podcast. You're joined by your hosts, John and Jamie, and we are here to talk spring break.
Spring break!
Dude, how many times in preparing for this did you have that stupid James Franco voice in your head from
Yeah.
that movie, Spring Breakers?
Yeah, that voice lives rent-free in my head.
Spring break. Yeah. But in all seriousness, that won't be a
gold
movie we
teeth
talk
in?
about.
No.
But we're here to talk about spring break oriented horror films. This was a little tougher than I thought it would be.
Dude.
Not a lot of movies focus on the actual spring break week, but I think we found 10. I think we did it, man.
Let's be honest, there's a lot that focus on spring break, and they're all shit.
Okay, yeah,
Not a lot of good
10
ones.
serviceable ones. So, but I think we did a good job. We found some gems.
This is the time, like, we love holiday horror that focuses on a specific theme, right? This is when I say it went too far. We've gone too far. Let's chill the fuck out with the spring break horror because it's all when Piranha 3D,
3 double D, please.
when both of those are better than 95% of what we watched.
You
for
know
this,
you're in for it.
Yeah. Trouble.
Well, we're going to talk about 10 films. They are all
I want to get hammered thinking about these fucking movies. Dude.
spring break. Thematically, there are a lot of common themes, one of which is what you just said. People are getting hammered, people are acting irresponsibly, but this was a fun episode, and truly, when prepping for these, like if each of us talk about 5 movies, I'll probably watch 7 to 10 movies in preparation. This time I probably watched 20 movies preparing for this.
Wow.
And a good deal of them were discarded, as you mentioned.
Trash, dude.
Trashed.
And I feel bad. I mean, not really, because anyone who made these knows that they're trash and it's schlock. Sometimes it hits.
I feel
we'll find out here that a lot of times it doesn't.
I feel like we have 10 good picks. So we're going to talk about 10 films, spring break horror. Before we do that, let's catch up. Let's be buds.
Hell yeah.
What have you been watching, man? Anything fun lately?
You know, I watched this movie. I feel like I don't like anything I watch anymore. I feel like I've become this negative Nancy, which is like fucked up. But I watched a movie called Night Patrol, which I was really excited for, actually.
Night Patrol?
Yeah.
Who's in this?
Justin Long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is why it sounds familiar. I didn't watch it. I was hovering over it last night.
It just hit streaming of some sort. Yeah.
Last night. How was it?
So let me just say I was super excited for this movie. I had read some negative reviews, but it on paper, it's right up my fucking alley. It's like a crime drama thriller, right? With some supernatural sort of element going on that we're not sure. You have these cops that are like these partners. It's like you and me, but then like there's this really like prestigious night patrol, right? But this is also taking place in like Los Angeles at the height of the gang wars, Crips and Bloods.
So are they actual police officers though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Night patrol is like the best of the best. It's like a squad that only goes out at night, right? But it's for the gangs. It's like specifically for the gangs. And so Justin Long makes it to Night Patrol, even though he's fairly new to the force. His partner is like, "What the fuck?
Is this now?
Is it because you're white?" Right? It's one of those.
Yeah.
So from there, we get this kind of fucked of a movie.
This kind of
it doesn't land for me. It absolutely it has your boy in it too, Dermot. Eyebrows. Yeah.
Well, I've heard enough.
My eyes were rolling to where his eyebrows would have been. That's how, when I saw him, I was like, fuck. And the movie didn't disappoint with my thoughts of this was going to be shit. So yeah, Night Patrol.
Have you seen anything worthwhile? Anything good?
Fuck, nothing I can remember, no.
No?
Mm-mm.
Well, I actually...
So Bone Temple.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that for I never seen it, but dude, fucking loved it.
Yeah, so we do have a Patreon. We're going to be talking about the new 28, what is it, years later, Bone Temple, right? 28 years?
28 years later.
Bone Temple.
But there already was a 28 years later?
Bone Temple Pilots.
Okay,
perfect.
yeah, dude. Right up my alley.
Yeah, 90s rock zombies.
Sure.
So I actually just went on a spring break with my family.
Hell yeah.
And we
well,
went
that's
down
why we
Florida.
did this prompt, yeah?
Yeah, dude, I had so much fun prepping for it. And just prior to leaving, I was over at your house, and on a whim, not intentionally, but you talked me into getting a VR headset.
Yeah.
basically on the fly.
Well, you tried mine and was like,
And I was like,
"I'm
all
gonna
right,
get
I'll
one."
pick
Yeah.
mine up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I brought it down to Florida with me so that
Oh, yeah.
at night when I was working and stuff, I had it because I've been using it for that, which has been great. But I watched a movie on it, and the movie was this film called No Escape
Mm.
with Owen Wilson in it. Have you heard of this movie?
This isn't the one from the '90s with Ray Liotta.
No, no, no. This is like 2015, probably.
Okay.
So the past
No.
like 10 years or so.
Owen Wilson?
Exactly, dude. I realize how
It's
this
not a
sounds.
comedy?
Not a comedy.
Okay. With a
So
dog? He's always in some
no,
sort of
no
okay.
dog. So it's called No Escape, and uh, John Eric Dowdle, who did the Poughkeepsie tapes,
Mm.
directed this
Oh
film.
my god.
Okay. I had a full-fledged panic attack watching this on the VR headset because it's about a guy who Owen Wilson, he
Mm.
he goes to this foreign country, I think it's Malaysia, and he's part of this like government funded clean water project.
Mhm.
So he's there for altruistic reasons. And while he's there with like a colleague, but he's also there with his family. So his beautiful wife, and they have two daughters.
Okay.
So I'm like not in my home with my wife and my two daughters in a hotel, and he's in the same type of scenario. He's just in Malaysia, and I'm in Sanibel, Florida. Uh, but this thing unravels quick. He goes for a nice morning walk, and there's this like political uprising that happens. He like looks left up the street, looks right. Police presence, anti-police presence, they converge and they just start killing each other. Like
Hmm.
it's straight to battle. So he's like running, like, what the fuck's going on? He gets back to his hotel, approaches the hotel. His colleague is dragged out into the center of the hotel and shot in the head publicly in front of everyone. So he surmises like, oh my God, these people are here for us. And it's legitimately like this army that is essentially looking for him. He climbs up to the very top of the hotel where his family's staying, like top floor. They're none the wiser, his wife and two daughters. And meanwhile, this like guerrilla army is going floor by floor, killing fucking everyone in really savage, gross
Mm.
ways. Dude, it was so tense and intense. I I have no idea how I even landed on it. It was just one of those things where it was like, I don't even think I picked it. I think I put on my headset and it was like playing. I don't know why. And, it was intense. I think I recommend this movie.
Wow.
No
No
Escape.
Escape.
Intense.
15.
Yeah.
Hmm. Damn.
I also watched this other movie called Flight 7500. Speaking of vacation stories,
Okay.
this is a. It feels like a made for TV movie, but it's not. What's the Leslie Bibb? Is that her name? Leslie Bibb?
Yeah.
The cute girl that was in the Fog remake.
Yeah.
She's in this.
Oh, Maggie Grace.
Yeah, exactly. From our conversation
Well,
a
that's
couple
the
weeks
one
ago.
who's in Fog.
Leslie Bibb.
No. Maggie Grace.
God damn it!
Yeah, I know.
So I'm still wrong.
Yeah, you still don't know.
All right. Anyway, Leslie Bibb is definitely in this movie.
Okay.
I don't know who's in the Fog. Uh, but the dude
She's
that
the one
plays
from Californication.
yeah,
That like one. Yeah.
and the dude that plays Turtle in Entourage is
Yes.
in this.
Okay.
Jason Stackhouse is in this. So
Oh, wow.
they're like people in this
Yeah.
movie, which is weird.
We didn't talk about this when we did our airplane.
No,
Interesting.
and it's like I think it's. I don't want to. Part of the fun is trying to determine what it is that's going on. So I'm
Yeah.
not going to
Yeah.
spoil
You don't
it.
want
But
to. Yeah.
you have your whole like like ensemble-ish, like, oh, these two are a pain in the
Mm.
ass. That one's kind of nice and fun. This one, oh, that one's a medical professional. So it all unfolds. But it's again like it's not a good movie, but it's worth a watch if you're looking for
Sure.
vacation-oriented horror films. So check that out. You been buying anything recently?
I did not, but my we have an we bring this guy up a lot because he buys us so much shit. His name is Johnny Georges.
Yeah.
And we don't even really know him that well. He's my neighbor's brother.
Yeah.
And we met him once, and he just like he lives in California. He goes to all these horror conventions out there, Monster Palooza. He goes to all of them. And I feel like everyone he goes to, he gets us something. He gets us a signed photo. Well, he just went to one last weekend. Brought me a pair of Ghostface Scream like jogger shorts. Dude,
That's so kind.
fucking amazing. Johnny
Johnny.
Georges, you're the best, dude.
Appreciate it, man.
I don't know if
Appreciate
he even listens. I think he just likes to buy us stuff. So,
I did pick up. I did a pre-order of the Scream 7 4K.
oh fuck,
I don't.
dude,
It's
I
not
didn't even
coming
know
out
that.
till like June though.
Okay.
So there's some time. But I did pick that up. What are you wearing, dude? Let's talk about this.
Yeah, let's do that. So I bought this
It's
at
a
Horror Hound.
beauty.
I think this is the first time I've worn it since Horror Hound, and this is the Idle Hands Rucking Fountain shirt. Dude, it's
Mm,
fucking the video doesn't even do it justice. This shirt's amazing.
that's such a good one.
And it's a comfort color, so it feels great, fits perfect.
Yeah,
Rucking Fountain. Check them out if you haven't. They're
uh,
just their designs are fucking amazing. Like, look at this, dude.
it's so good. I have my special agent
Oh yeah.
Dale Cooper on
It's a good one.
Fright
Fright
Rags.
Rags. You bought that at Horror Hound a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Every time I wear this, people ask who it is. They're like, "Who is that on your shirt?"
Oh,
And
it's Agent Dale Cooper, you douche. Is that
it's
what you
a
say?
when people ask me that question, I'm like, "Well, you've answered a question for me.
Right.
Are we going to
Yeah.
be friends?" And the answer is no. So
You've outed yourself.
thank you for
Non-friend.
clarifying. Yeah. Any family stuff you want to share before we get to our plugs
Yeah,
and our
so
movies?
based on your recommendation, my youngest son and I have been playing Days Gone,
Yeah.
which
You
is
liking
like
it?
Sons of Anarchy meets The Last of Us, essentially.
Yeah.
A little bit of Red Dead Redemption gameplay type thing. So yeah, we've been playing that. We have a lot of fun. He was always. It's funny because younger kids, I feel like, are not into story games.
Yeah.
They
want
get
the
bored with the
action.
cutscenes and shit,
Yep.
right? So my youngest and I played Resident Evil, and I was like, "You don't even like." He would like try to force his way in. Let me play. Let me play. And I'm like, "This isn't your type of thing, you know." But he and I beat that game together, and ever since, like he and I played Ghost of Tsushima like the entire game.
Yeah.
He was in it. I was like, I've laid the law down on skipping cutscenes. Like you do not skip.
Especially that type of game.
And I also had to lay the law down on games like Ghost of Tsushima that are like the bosses get really hard,
Mhm.
and it'll give you that option of
What do you want to?
go to easy.
Yeah, change.
And
the
I
difficulty.
really fucking cemented in his head like we do not take
So we don't go easy.
that way out. No,
Yeah.
never in life. It's a rule for life, right? Like
It is.
do not take the easy way out.
Can't wait till he's
So, yeah,
talking
Days
about
Gone.
this at his first job interview.
I know.
Like, oh, my dad, he would.
What was your biggest influence? Yeah. So yeah, Days Gone.
Nice.
Good
man.
times.
So, little antic I have to share. Our trip to Florida that we just took, we had to rent a car, and we met some friends down there too. But I had a rule that, like, if we were in the car, we were listening to the Coconut Pete
Oh yeah.
soundtrack
Yeah.
from Club Dread.
We did this in
I think
Lake Geneva on the lake.
yes,
is where we did it, yeah.
yes. And dude, so we went. A couple of our other friends were down there, and like, it's a million like, oh yeah, I'll pick you up, and then we'll drop them
Yeah.
off, and then when the girls, and then get the kids,
Mhm.
and the one dude's like family member who I don't even know ended up in the car, and he was like, what are we listening to here? It's like Ponytails Will Get You Tail.
Yeah, if you come
And
in
I'm like,
blind,
"Ah,
yeah.
shit. Listen, I'm not weird, but like
I am a little bit, yeah.
I can safely say the kids kind of know some of the lyrics to the important songs.
Ponytails, cocktails.
Two things that will always rock. Yeah, there it is.
But the most embarrassing thing is probably not the music itself, but your reaction, like you singing along and fist pumping.
And it's impossible to listen to that music and not smile.
No, right, yeah.
Like if you're not smiling, you've done life.
If you're not
incorrectly.
smiling, then you're not familiar with it and you're doing this. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't know
which
who's
is what
on
he
this
was
shirt.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then get out. Take a cab to the beach.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun though. It was a great trip, a lot of fun, and some funny moments like that made it super enjoyable. So.
Yeah, I love that.
All right, couple quick plugs before we get to our content. So follow us on social media everywhere at Horror Dads. We're on all the major channels. We do have a Patreon, as we mentioned earlier. Couple tiers there. If you're caught up, need some extra content, please do so. And it honestly gives us a reason, motivates us to make more content. So it's a great thing to do to further engage with the Horror Dads here. And then also, if you want to get yourself some merch, head over to horrordads.com. You can be a true horror dad.
There you go.
And we do have a Mother's Day coming up. We don't have any Horror Moms merch, but what mom doesn't want a Horror Dad's shirt? So it's a great gift. No, come on now. But with
Piss
that,
your wife off.
yeah, if you want to really piss your wife off for Mother's Day, that's what you do. But here we go.
Let's do it, man.
You want to get in here?
Let's fucking get hammered. Spring break. Let's go.
Woo!
Hopping on my flight to where do we go? Daytona Beach.
Oh,
That's a big one.
dude.
Florida is like the destination
But
hotspot
it's
for.
or like Myrtle Beach, like a place that's like
Yeah, but I feel like Florida was the OG spring break
and
destination.
I think all 5 of my films take place in Florida.
Okay, yeah,
Like, it truly is, like,
yeah.
where people go for spring break.
And do you remember? Now, I was a '90s. I grew up. I graduated in '99. In late '90s, MTV Spring Break was fucking locked down,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
And it was always in Florida. It was like if you were a teenager, you were watching Spring Break, 1998. MTV.
Daily.
Yeah, Carson Daly, fucking Tara Reid was always involved.
Yeah.
Carmen Electra, was always people like that. Fred Durst was always making an appearance.
What a weird time,
Dude,
but
it
simple
was
and
a time.
fun.
Yeah,
But, yeah, and I remember they would always have these, like, pool party games and stuff, and they'd be
yeah,
like, "Alright, we have a balloon filled with KY jelly, and we're launching
to
them, and you gotta try and
exactly.
catch it," and it's like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
And
But
you're
like
like,
a guy and a girl would have to catch it like
"Yeah,
with their bodies, right? Like in the yeah, it
yeah."
was always like sexualized.
So, yeah, really strange time
Yeah.
on just, like
The '90s were a weird time. Yeah.
it's like you get home from school, you're like, "Well, TRL is over. Now I'm gonna watch this."
Yeah.
And your parents are like, "What's going on in here?"
Yep.
Yeah, weird. Uh, all right, man. Let's volley back and forth. That's our typical format. Jamie will go, I'll go,
Yeah.
or I'll go, Jamie will go.
Yep.
We'll volley back and forth, and we'll cover 10 movies. So, you want to go first? You want me to go first? I want to
You're
do it.
gonna go first, and I just want to prep everybody. These movies are. Have did you now? What's the percentage? Like, did you watch? Because I chose movies where like I had seen one before.
Yeah, my approach. Um, Only one of these movies have ever been probably mentioned on this
Okay.
podcast.
Yep.
It's been yeah. So I went in.
And there we did spring like you could
You could
sometimes
cheat
we
it.
take liberties and we cheat it. Well, it's like it's spring. No, these are all actual spring break movies, which made us kind of delve into this treasure box of actual like shit. Um, a lot of times, like there's fun to be had in every one of these movies, I'd say. But it's like
I,
if you're not in on the joke, sometimes it's
Cabin
like,
Fever 2 was a big candidate for me, and
yeah,
about 80% of the way in, I'm like, "This is called I think it's called Spring Fever or whatever." It doesn't take place in the spring. It takes place in the fall.
fuck no,
So I had to take that one off my list, but it was one I was going to talk about,
yeah.
but no. So, yeah, we took it serious.
All right, cool. All right, buddy.
All right. So, my first pick, number 10, counting down, is the film Crocodile
Mm.
from the year 2000.
Toby Hooper, yeah,
Mm,
awesome.
Directed by Toby Hooper, and that is the last name you're gonna recognize
Okay,
in in this film. So it's starring Mark McLaughlin, Caitlin Martin, Chris Solari. Uh, I did some research. This movie plays very much like a sci-fi film, and not a science fiction film, but a film that you'd see on the Sci-Fi Network. Like it feels
yeah.
made for TV. It feels lower budget. The It was direct to video, and the budget was 1.2 million.
Mm-hmm.
And for where
Wow,
they
damn.
shot, like that's a nothing budget. Like that's hardly any money.
Well, for my list, that's quite the budget, I gotta say.
So synopsis here though, we've got 8 college students. They board a houseboat for their spring break vacation, and they're all talking like this is going to be the best encounter of their
Yeah.
entire lives. And one by one, we start to lose them. So this happens to be Toby Hooper's first film
Mm.
about spring break, but his second film about crocodiles, which I found to be interesting. The first
The
being
Mangler.
uh
Oh, no,
no, Eaten Alive.
Eaten Alive, yeah.
So the producer of this movie,
That's a
Frank,
good one too.
the Mangler
Eaten Alive.
or Eaten Alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So producer Frank DiMartini said, uh, Toby Hooper was, this is a direct quote, trying to recapture the fright of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in making this film.
Hmm.
Toby Hooper confirmed this comment and said, yep, that was it. And self-admittedly, Toby Hooper said after the fact, like the script was modified as they were filming,
Mm,
basically due to performance limitations. Like, I don't want to shit on the actors here, but like, look at the budget. It's 1.2 million. You're doing tons of water scenes. You have practical effects. Like,
yeah.
clearly, no money's going to the the talent that's doing the acting. But all of that said, this movie actually looks pretty good.
Hmm.
Like the shots are good. There's some aerial shots that I was super impressed by, like especially with a $1.2 million. This is 2000, so you're not flying a drone up there. Like, so they did it. Like, but it must have been like friend favors and things like that
Hmm.
because like it looked and felt it looked pretty good. It felt okay. It just was. It came down to the characters that kind of fell short.
That's always a bummer.
Um, but Toby Hooper said like there's supposed to be this legend connected to it. And I think the vibe he was going for is you take a film like a Hatchet or even a Texas Chainsaw or any of those, and you have like this lore ingrained in in a town, like oh yeah, the great black bear of the Mondahees Mountains comes down and takes kids, like something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think I have a direct quote here. He said, "Every town in America seems to have some story of a lake or woods with a monster." Right. So
Yeah.
this was his, but this movie is way closer to American Pie than it is Texas
Ooh,
Chainsaw
that's a
Massacre.
bummer.
uh, and you know the
So it's
number
comedic?
it's trying to be,
You gotcha.
but even like the typeface that's used in the title sequences,
Yeah.
the font, like the moment I saw that, it was like that. It's that it looks like it's like handwritten font. I was like, all right, we're fucked here. Um, everyone has their hair dyed in this movie,
Hmm.
which is another big signal, just trying to stand out
Like
amongst
frosted tips or bleached or
yes and yes.
and this is what year?
2000.
Holy
Yeah,
shit, Toby Hooper 2000.
I know. But lots of
Rest
necking, lots of squeezing, lots
Oh,
of
yeah.
there's this like one scene where there's some foreshadowing. There's this huge fire axe. I feel it's like in every scene in the in the background till it makes its appearance. And it really is just like kind of a big college sort of douche fest. But again, production value I thought was actually pretty high. Some nice aerial shots, and they have a nice kind of campfire scene. Again, the characters are pretty detestable. There aren't really any that I can relate to or that you want to see thrive or kind of survive. But um, the campfire scenes were fun. The intention was here. Like it had the bones for a good thing. I think if they had some more money to get uh a crew of act like if you had that crew from the Flight 7500 movie in this, I think it would have been a good movie,
Hmm.
like a really solid movie.
Yeah.
Good enough practical effects when they were used, but there was a big split like of both, so practical and CGI. CGI was really like horrifying, just like unconscionably placed and just felt so out of place. Uh, but yeah, I mean, this is what it sounds like. It's a movie that takes place on a lake. You've got a crocodile. Everyone's getting killed, and everyone's a douche.
Wow.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that's Crocodile from 2000. But again, when it comes to like Spring Break, I would
All
recommend watching this movie. Of what we're going to talk about, I do think it's one of the better ones.
right, so let's do a spring break movie scale.
Okay.
All right, so what's your spring break movie scale out of 5 on this one? You're on spring break with your friends.
Oh, like
Yeah.
if we're lowering the
Yep.
bar, yeah, this is like a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to my first one. This is probably a 1 out of 5, even on spring break scale.
Damn it.
This is called Spring Break Massacre.
Oh, yeah.
This is direct to video as as it should have been. This is from 2008, directed by Michael Hoffman Jr. This one stars a couple familiar names that you will know. Reggie Bannister from Phantasm,
Mhm.
the dude with the ponytail,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
He's in every Phantasm, by the way. I don't know if I told you this. I did a Phantasm marathon not too long ago,
I didn't know that you did a marathon.
and it like the first two are really good. From there, it's like let's just keep going downhill because they just get worse. But anyways,
Picked
Reggie
up too much
Bannister's in this.
steam. Yeah.
Linnea Quigley is in this, which is like cool, Linnea Quigley. And then you see her and Reggie Bannister, and you're like, could we allot the budget somewhere else, maybe? Because these two didn't really add anything to the movie. Like, as actually, Reggie Bannister might have added more to it than she did.
I think a lot of times it's a marketing
Yeah,
effort,
it's like
you know?
fanfare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, The notes I have here: terrible, low budget, terrible writing and acting. Just all around, like everything about this movie was really bad. It was about a group of kids who go. It's like co-ed, so you have like 6 girls, 6 guys. They all go together to spring break. They decide, let's split it up. The girls want some girl time, guys want some guy time. It turns into like Slumber Party Massacre, essentially.
Yeah.
Like it seems like the filmmakers watched Slumber Party Massacre, like, let's do that in spring break. They even make a joke about ordering pizza, and there's like a creepy neighbor that keeps coming over, right? Very much like Slumber Party. And then we get this whole backstory. Somebody was framed at the beginning, and then that guy gets out of prison, but it
Yeah.
wasn't him. And they made it way too complicated. Like, it was more complicated than it ever should have been. Like, just sometimes it's like, just ease into what this is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of trying to like make it more than it needs to be, because you're only making this movie worse. Sometimes if you just lean into it, like Thanksgiving, for instance, that movie's fucking stupid,
Just keep it simple though.
but it's
Yeah.
simple and
Yeah.
it's fucking easy enough to follow. There's no complicated plots and shit. But yeah, Spring Break Massacre, not good. Do not recommend.
So you give this a 1 out of a 5.
1 out of 5 Spring Break movies.
What do you give it?
I went in order, by the way, here. So my last one is the one I like the least.
Oh, okay.
This one here, my first pick. So this one was terrible. Spring Break Massacre.
Man. All right.
Did you watch? You watched this?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
watched this one.
Really bad, right?
I don't disagree with you. I had it on my list and it immediately fell off. And
Yeah.
then I think I I generated my list first. I'm actually looking at my notes. I really, I actually think I like my movies.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
think
I
I had a
like
different
mine. Yeah.
experience than you did. But
Well,
yeah, this one.
you had your list first. Yeah.
I also, like I said, like, dude, this is probably, this is insane to say, but one of the hardest researched episodes that
Wow.
we've had is on this
Interesting.
prompt, which is quite humorous, actually. All right. Well, Spring Break Massacre.
There was nothing really to like about this movie, honestly.
No, I don't disagree with you on that. I would also give it a 1 out of a 5. So
Yeah.
that one was a stinker.
Yeah.
All right.
Total bust.
I'm gonna head to mine. My number 4, counting down. So number 8 total. All right. So I'm actually, you know how I like to do this every once and again, sneak in a TV episode.
Dude, you love it. Yeah.
I love doing it. So this is from a TV show, and this is a TV show I've been watching with my daughter, in fact. So this is from the TV show Sabrina the Teenage Witch. The episode is season 5, episode 17, Beach Blanket Bizarro. And this was back in 2001. So this is not the Sabrina show that we all currently know and love. This is from a time when we were young high school student. Well, you were probably just getting out of high school, but
Well, this is the one everybody loves. One with Melissa Joan Hart.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Melissa Joan Hart, Carolyn Ray, Beth Broderick in this. Specific episode was directed by Anson Williams, who, this dude did a ton of TV, like episodes of Happy Days, episodes of Baywatch, Sabrina.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we are on a beach for this episode, which is super fun. Dude, I had a blast. I was watching this with the kids. We were laughing so hard. But the general synopsis here is we've got Sabrina, Kevin, Miles, Roxy, Morgan, and Josh. So you got 6 people that plan to spend their spring break in Florida, of all places, as we were describing. And Sabrina's aunts are super worried because they're going to spring break and they don't want anything fishy. And Sabrina's there with one of her current love interests. So they're like, hey, we're not totally comfortable with this, right? So they cast this spell called the Good, Clean, Fun spell before they go down. And basically what happens when this spell is cast is the moment they enter the resort, it's like a 1960s environment.
Oh.
So everyone's slick back, like, hey, like talking super polished, very conservative, very, clean, buttoned up to the top button. Like that's the vibe that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So of course this is not a traditional horror story, but if you're making a spring break playlist, which we are in the April month, I'd say this is a great installment to kind of round out your list. I always thought that this show, part of why I love it is it nails the school vibes so well, and we love good
Oh,
school
yeah.
stories, right? So I was a little nervous about this being off of, school premise, and the atmosphere though of where they go, it owns that name, the good clean fun mantra. So they arrive at their destination to find beach filled with wholesome, squeaky clean teens. They think of the rival bar of that episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Like orgasms, not like he's ever had one.
Oh, yeah.
Like that bar, like the way everyone acts in that
Yeah.
bar, that's how all these kids are at this place.
Wow.
So it's like it's almost like a 1960s musical, and there are like choreographed dance numbers in this. There's like the surf culture kind of cliches, like all that shit. But there's a fun arc. You got romance going on. At this point in the show, Sabrina and Harvey aren't together. She's with a guy named Josh,
Uh,
but Harvey actually appears on this vacation as he tends to do, and this puts Sabrina into a tailspin about like,
mm,
hey, am I really in love with this person that I'm with currently? And dude, it's a ton of fun. There's the one friend who's just like covered in sunscreen, like this total 90s 2000s humor of just like ridiculously
yeah.
sunscreened. And you know how these 90s shows always have a point. Like I do watch shows now with the kids. I'm like, what is the fucking point here?
Always a point. Yeah.
And there's always a lesson.
Always a lesson.
Like as a parent or as a kid watching it, you're like, I learned something.
Yeah, dude. The 90s were all
They
about
did
that.
it.
Yeah.
They did it.
Like 90210, every episode was like a life lesson.
Or a
Yeah.
PSA like
Yes.
date rape, like roofies, like
Totally.
things like that,
Yep.
right? So that wasn't the point here. Hilda and Zelda are basically spying on Sabrina the whole time, and
Mm.
she's not really aware. Like she sees that things are off.
Well, they're like open a window of like a viewing
Yes,
portal.
yes,
Yeah.
precisely. You know how it looks. But they learn that Sabrina has to breathe. Sabrina learns that like the person she's with isn't the right person through this effort, and just super bright, super innocent feeling, a shitload of fun. It's not this isn't horror by any means, but like it's adjacent, a couple blocks away. Just general whimsy to this. It's fun. It's a really fun episode.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Beach Blanket Bizarro, season 5, episode 17. All right, Jamie, over to you, buddy. Where are you heading next?
All right, man. Actually, this could not have worked out better. I put this movie number 4. I was like, well, I want it to be after the Sabrina episode that John talks about, and it worked out perfect. So here we go. This is called Demon Island, otherwise known as Survivor Island. When I watched it, it was called Demon Island, but if you try to like look it up online,
Yeah.
it's going to show Survivor Island.
I have one of those on my list too.
And this is from 2002, written or directed by I guess, their brothers, David and Scott Hillebrand, starring Nicholas Brendan, Jamie Presley, and Nate Richard,
Nicholas Brendan,
who is
rest in
Harvey.
peace.
Yes. And this Nate Richard is Harvey from Sabrina.
That's crazy because the Xander character and the Harvey character are super
Super
similar.
similar. Yeah.
Man.
So it's those two. This is like spring breakers head to a secluded island for a scavenger hunt on Cinco de Mayo.
Okay.
So they don't call it spring break. They just keep calling it Cinco de Mayo, but fucking May 5th.
You're there.
Spring
You're
break
there.
for me.
Yeah.
It feels like an unfunny version of Club Dread.
Man.
It almost feels like the movie Club Dread spoofed. You know? We have like a giant, they call it a piñata, which I guess maybe the technical piñata is this. It's like a statue more than it is a fun, colorful,
Yeah. I'm sure there's lore
soft
there.
thing.
Yeah.
And so we get a backstory on this one. Very similar to Thanksgiving, actually. We get a backstory of it's like this village that's being haunted by something. And the village chief decides, like, okay, it's because we have all these like evil, like it's all the evil in our village. So what they do is they do the ceremony and they take like the evil of everybody in the village and put it in this piñata.
Mm-hmm.
And then they set it afloat on this river. Well, obviously, thousands of years later, these spring breakers
Let's
fucking
crack
find the
this
pinata. Let's
open.
crack it open. So the bad guy, the monster in this movie is this stupid fucking looking pinata, dude. But it's not a fun, it's not killer pinata like we know. This is like just this big, like stupid statue thing that doesn't move.
What does it do to kill people? Like, what's a kill look like? I have not seen this movie. Enlighten me.
It's essentially just like it powerfully like fucking obliterates them. It's nothing like there's not even really fun, cool kills, really. You know, you would think there is.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like, what can you really do with this statue thing?
And where are they? Did you
You don't
say?
even see a lot of the kills. It's kind of
Is this somewhere
uh
in South America?
no. I mean, it must be. It doesn't really say where it is.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
just kind of like roll up on this boat, some sort of fucking tropical looking island.
Got it. Oh yeah, you said the Club Dread's
Yeah,
not
very
fun.
Club Dread feel,
Yeah.
dude. I'm telling you. And so it's like, the thing is like the movie and the pinata itself, like the bad guy thing, it just like it feels off because it feels like the actors like they clearly were not in the same area with this thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels like they're being attacked by something more substantial than this because it's just so silly when you see it coming. You're like, what the fuck? It might as well be a gingerbread man, you know? It's just
What the
like
fuck?
it feels ridiculous. Like this movie isn't terrible. It's not good,
Yeah.
but it's got like your typical, it's like 16s, but they're pretty funny, I guess. Like again, Harvey's in there, and Nicholas Brennan's a more serious guy. He's like really intelligent, really smart. And what they do is they pair everybody off, and they're doing this scavenger hunt. Everyone's trying to like find stuff, so it's pairs of two, a guy and a girl. Of course, Nicholas Brennan is paired up with Jamie Presley, who's his ex-girlfriend at this
Oh
time.
no.
So it's like this weird, awkward tension going on that you just realize you don't give a shit about, So you have that going the entire time. But yeah, this is, again, not a great movie. Could have been better if the monster wasn't so lame.
Yeah, they probably had a limited budget.
Definitely.
Like this is
Yeah.
a concept that would work, though.
Yeah. If you like made it funny and had the guys from like Super Troopers do it,
You're describing Club Dread now.
yes, it would be a great movie.
And it was a great movie 3 years after this
Yeah.
one.
Speaking
This
of
was
Coconut
called
Pete.
Club Dread. Yeah.
All right, so that was Demon Island / Survivor Island. Again, I wouldn't recommend hunting this one out. I'm gonna say 2 of 5 on my spring break
Man.
film meter.
I mean, I'm honestly looking at I think I just like my movies. So I'm going to keep going.
Well, these are movies too that if you watch them, like if these are movies you're familiar with, you and I like let's put on Demon Island. Like
Yeah.
you and I would probably laugh and it would be funny. But for me, watching it by myself, these just weren't good.
Just wasn't
Yeah,
hitting.
they
Yeah.
didn't hit the mark.
All right. Fair enough. I've noticed a theme here, and it is that the early 2000s were the time for spring break. This is when TRL
I'm telling you, it's
to
coming off
spring
that
break
90s. Yeah.
MTV. Yeah, I think you're exactly right.
Yep.
So I'm heading to 2005 to a film called Spring Break Shark Attack.
Nice one.
All right, so this was directed by Paul Shapiro. So this dude mostly did TV oriented things. You remember the show Burn Notice? It has Bruce Campbell in it.
Yes.
Did a couple episodes of Heroes, some Supernatural, 24, Roswell, so stuff like that, right? So very well known in the TV facing space. This is starring Shannon Lucio, Riley Smith, Justin Baldoni, and our synopsis here is very complex. So please buckle your seatbelt. A killer shark invades the waters off the Florida coast as co-eds celebrate spring break. That is our theme.
I'll probably put that for every one of these movies.
Like Spring Break Shark Attack is the name of the movie. I already have that synopsis by the name of the movie. So the film was actually filmed though in Cape Town in where our buddy Ryan Kruger's from.
Oh wow.
In South Africa.
Okay.
Yep.
Damn.
So shout out to Ryan Kruger. He did the reboot of Street Trash in the same town in Cape Town. And it's supposed to be Florida. And you get the standard kind of like Miami-ish type environment. Opening scene, you've got a few, really attractive ladies out on a raft, drinking different cocktails, talking shit about other people they know. standard fare, for the most part. And the movie's filmed like pretty well. Like it's edited well, it's filmed well. Uh, the writing is tough,
Where it fails?
yeah,
Yeah.
and the acting, but it has all the Spring Break vibes, and it's. But again, the filming, like this guy's a real deal, Paul Shapiro. Like he's done a lot of stuff and some nifty like underwater shots. Again, this is 2005. The, the way they filmed in 2005 is not how they do it now. So
No.
this took really, this took equipment and stuff. Some nifty underwater shots, some night shots, and I'm sure a lot of different lighting challenges given the outdoorness of everything. But soundtrack kind of slaps, I'll say.
Wow.
Mid 2000s. So
What are we
certainly
talking? Like
fixture of its
American Pie
time.
soundtrack time?
Yeah, like just
Pop
stuff you
punk?
would, yeah, stuff exactly. Like a lot of like palm
Like
muting
Sugar Cult?
happen,
Yeah.
stuff like that, and then they'll like drop some trap rap when they need to, like
Okay.
it's mid 2000s, man. It's
When
like
do they not need to?
it's could be any card.
Y
But the I was actually reading that the film was ranked from Cinemassacre Video, their top 40 shitty shark movies. This was ranked number 31 on that countdown.
Wow.
But
I'd
this
like to
was,
check that list out.
I know, man. Standard fare, as I mentioned, though. So made for TV movie, incredibly 2005. Similar to Crocodile, it had a a nice look to it. Writing not that great, acting not that great, but the characters here much more likable. Like you want certain people to survive. You see people making um, good decisions, and much like we were talking about before, PSAs around like movies having a point. Definitely in this one, this to me felt like a made for TV, like don't go on spring break and get roofied kind of thing
Mm.
because there's some of that.
You got some roofing going on?
There's some attempt. So like there's some nefarious activity that is squandered because you've got some good actors, but you also have some people trying to do bad things too. So,
Yikes.
but for a shark movie, the film really is pretty character focused, which typically isn't the case. Normally, shark movies it's totally shark focused. But everyone's beautiful. No one can act.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know. Strangely, like it had some charisma and it was like fine enough. Cold open though, as I mentioned, brings you right into the water. There's no dicking around there. Ladies drinking martinis. They look like they're 400 miles off the coast in the middle. Like they do a 360 shot around them, and it's like, how the fuck did you get here? Like you're on this raft literally in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle, but they get sharked immediately. We then shift to our central character. She's in this like overprotected household. Her friends guilt her into sneaking out. Her dad's like really oppressive. She sneaks down to Florida. Like this isn't like, hey, I'm gonna go to the town over. Like she's got to get on a plane to sneak out. So I'm not really sure how it worked. But again,
Yeah, that's
the PSA element of this, of like the date rape PSA portion of this, like I greatly appreciated it. I am a father of two daughters, and I hate shitbags, so I did like that
yeah.
that was part of this narrative. You have these like strong attempts. I'm not going to say strong characters, but attempts at building characters, which I appreciated. But it was just offset by like the spring break tomfoolery, just like standard shit that you see, like people doing jello shots and body shots and like
Yeah.
just a ton of that. But you've got this whole like love triangle thing happening to a good guy who's like not a person from money, not educated, just works hard. He's like a local townie who's trying to help his mom save their business. And then you've got this like it plays sort of like a movie like Good Burger almost with like
Mm.
the reveal at the end. You're like, so wait, this rival person was the person behind these attacks because he did the following for what reason now? So it plays just like a TV movie though. So honestly,
This doesn't sound good.
I know it doesn't sound good, but I felt captivated while I was watching this. I
Huh.
felt stupid. I feel weird saying that I enjoyed this more than I feel like I should have, but I had to find it on YouTube because I legit could not find it anywhere
Yeah.
else. But you can watch this movie on YouTube from 2005, Spring Break Shark Attack. And again, I'm going 4 out of 5 for Spring Break
Holy
movies.
shit, dude.
Spring Break movies. Okay.
You love your spring break movies.
I love
Wow.
mine. Not
Yeah.
these. I'm having a
All
hard
right,
time.
we're going to go to another one here.
All right.
This one is, I'm going to just say 2.5,
Okay. We're getting better. You're having
but
fun.
I'm being generous with this half.
Oh, yeah, this one.
This one is called Simon Says.
What year?
2006.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah. So this is directed. Now, the director has a little bit of power in my mind because he directed one of my favorite 80s movies. This is William Deere, and he directed Angels in the Outfield, but also Harry and the Hendersons, which is one of my favorite.
So this is 5 out of 5, you meant, not 2.5 out of 5.
If I was going off William Deere, I probably would give it that. And Crispin Glover's in this. So it's like, it has to be 5 out of 5.
You're describing a good movie
Yeah.
so far.
What you don't know is Crispin Glover signed up for this fucking filth thinking that like he this is one of those movies you watch and you think to yourself, at what point do people realize this movie sucks? But you probably don't realize it until after, right? So Crispin Glover is pouring his fucking soul into this movie.
As he's doing like a Brad Dourif.
Dude, he's trying his
All
best,
in.
right? He's really like, every time he's on camera, he is chewing up the scenery. I mean, giving his Crispin Glover best. Which, speaking of which, I just read the book Future Boy by Michael J. Fox.
Oh, man.
And he has like a couple solid pages talking about Crispin Glover and how like the crew, the loved Crispin Glover, but like the director hated him.
Did not.
And I can just imagine the way that guy is to work with. So they probably pour their budget into this. Like, all right, let's get Crispin Glover. And he's just like, I'm going to go fucking 10 out of 10, balls to the wall here. And they're like, I don't know if you realize what this movie is. Let's chill out a little bit. Let's share the wealth.
Crispin, we were hoping you could coach some of the other
We
actors.
like what you're doing. Let's just do a little less. But anyways, this movie, again, suck. It's a group, another fucking group of co-eds coming out. This one is for sure spring break, but they're going to like this mining town, and they're going to like camp by the river, right? They just want to get a good camping spot by the river. But there's like this history of this like mining, and there's this story of these twins. The one twin killed the other, and I don't even really know the rest of the lore, but these like two creepy miners tell these kids a story when they first arrive, kind of like, get out of here. It's creepy.
Yeah.
They're like, cool story, nerds.
Crazy
right? So they're like,
Ralph,
set the tents up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like these guys leave, they get back to their thing. Well, here comes fucking Simon or whoever, his brother. I don't know. And every time he's going to kill someone, he's like, you forgot to say Simon Says, like fucking Crispin Glover would, right?
Yep.
So it's just a bunch of that, like Simon Says. And then at the end, you get this whole fucking twist. But you know who fucking shows up at the end, like the last scene, dude? And I was like, oh my God, I know this girl. Incredibly attractive. Like, I know who this is. And like, I even rewound it, watched it again. I was like, I can't. Like, who the fuck is this? Blake Lively.
What?
Yeah, dude.
2006. Yeah. Okay.
Like, this had to be one of the first like things she did.
Yeah.
And now it's like she's this megastar who's embroiled in lawsuits and shit.
Ryan Reynolds says.
Ryan Reynolds says. But yeah, no, this movie, it's worth a watch for Crispin Glover alone,
Yeah.
honestly, because he's just so ridiculous, dude. So this is like if you were to go see a concert right now with like Aerosmith, and you'd be like, Steven Tyler's still doing that? Still really going all out for it.
But no one else can play their instruments.
Yeah. That's kind of how this is. It's like, he's still fucking going for it. This sucks, but
Crispin.
I mean, Aerosmith's a weird example because Aerosmith's still like their music was awesome. But I don't know. It just felt like I was watching somebody in their twilight hours. It's really, really trying.
So
you know?
yeah, in 2006, because that's not.
I don't know what his heyday was, but it's not 2006.
No, I mean, it's the mid mid 80s,
Late 80s, yeah.
yeah, mid to late 80s, early 90s. So this is probably the hey, I still got it moment. And I don't know. There's an unfortunateness to some of these. Like I feel like the industry is so cruel
Yeah.
that the moment you're no longer valuable to them, the moment you lose your luster, you become a pariah. Like Corey Feldman's music, for example, which I love Corey Feldman. I just hate the way that he is now perceived by so many people. You know what I mean? Like, and I think some of it is self, but
Yeah, it's
a lot of it
self.
is like positioning, and it's like you're kind of pushed there almost. It's like I don't have any other choice but to try and figure out a different way to make a living, and now
Yeah. It's like,
everyone's
am I supposed
watching
to do
me.
nothing?
Exactly, and it's
Yeah.
like it's awkward and it's uncomfortable and it's sort of sad. But
So
I
you're making fun of me for trying hard.
yeah, it's
It's something I'm
something.
not that good at, but at least I'm trying hard, but you're
Yeah, it's
making
like
fun of me. Yeah,
fuck
it's this
off.
weird catch
Yeah.
22. I know, dude.
So I do feel like the first movie you talked about with Linnea Quigley in it, and having Crispin Glover on your on your movie poster, it's like a marketing thing. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
I need your name.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he shows up and does a all out thing, and it's like, actually scale that down because the rest of the crew is not
Yeah.
playing at that level at the moment. It's kind of unfortunate how that happens like later in career for people. It's sad to see, you know.
Totally. I will say this would be a good 420 film. We just had 420 recently. This would be like there's a stoner in this one,
Yeah.
and they always take the stoner thing a little too far, right?
Yeah.
And they do that in this one. But the stoner character is really he's like sort of a heartfelt character. Like you feel for him.
In
He's in love with the
2006, the way the stoner characters are played, like the Jack Black character and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
yeah.
This was a this was a time where it was like, all right, we're approaching a time where this persona is being overplayed. But I think in 2006, it was still
We're
kind of
still
like,
kind of there.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you did that now, it's like old hat. What the fuck are we
Yeah.
doing?
No, you can't.
Yeah,
The 2006 was probably the edge of that.
yeah.
But there's some good kills in this one. There's like a dog getting fucking smashed in this
Oh
one.
no,
Uh, you could tell like the twins are from the old days. So like the stuff that they use, they have a lot of traps.
from the old
They
days.
do a lot of traps, but they're all like ancient. Like there's one where he's like using like this. You just have to see, but like all the shit's like rusty looking, like old steel instruments
In
and
a Violent Nature. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, again 2.5 here, so it's a little bit better.
Simon Says
Simon
2006,
says
right?
2.5 stars. Yeah, 2006.
All right.
You didn't say Simon says.
All right.
Crispin.
So this is my what? My number 4. Yeah. Okay. My number 4. So I only have 2 left. This was fun. I'm sad it's coming to an end. So this was a film from 1991. So this is almost the oldest one I'm going to talk about. This is another dual named film. So depending on where you're looking and how you're
Yeah,
looking, but
one
this
of
movie is
those.
called Camp Fear, but it is also known as the title Mystic Mountain. So either Camp Fear or Mystic Mountain. And again, this came out in 1991. This is directed by Thomas Edward Keith. And this is this dude's only IMDb credit. It's this movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which is really crazy. So starring Vincent Van Patten, Betsy Russell, Peggy McIntaggart, which is a very difficult last name to say. But you had mentioned earlier, sometimes you take a movie like Thanksgiving, keep it simple.
Yeah.
This could not be the opposite of simple. This is so loaded with so many interwoven storylines, and it is incredibly difficult to follow. But buckle in, I'm going to try and take you through it. General
Cool.
synopsis: you have sorority sisters that opt to go on a camping trip in the woods with their handsome professor,
Okay.
okay, instead of going to Palm Springs for spring break. So
All right.
all their
So
friends are going to Palm Springs. This little contingent is like, no, we're going to go with Professor So and so,
is it
right?
because they're infatuated by this guy, or
Yes. Yep.
just his looks, or is he like smart, or
Yes. And yes.
both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but their orgy is interrupted.
Orgy.
Mhm.
Wait, they have an orgy?
We're getting there.
Well, you went there.
Their orgy is interrupted
That's right.
when there are druids that find them
Oh no.
and decide they need to sacrifice them to prevent the apocalypse at the start of the new millennium. Okay.
Okay.
So, I mean, based off the description I provided, you could probably surmise there's quite a bit to unpack here.
Yes.
But the movie just jumps right into things. We're immediately brought in. You're in this all girl occupied like university house, and everyone's running around topless. Uh, like I think there's a 4.5 minute scene with a girl taking a shower, and there's no dialogue. There's nothing happening other than her just taking a shower. Um, so everyone's just entirely naked. But
Wow.
we meet our core after this.
Mystic Mountain.
Yeah, Mystic Mountain. We meet our core after this. We shift to a classroom scene, kind of screen two ish, right? You got everyone in a classroom, and you have your core of girls who are going to be going on this camping trip, and you meet our professor here, right? So it's fun. It has a good vibe, pretty good feel about it. Professor's very well liked by the female students, so much so that he's
I guess
prepared.
so. Fucking
But
Professor Orgy.
he's not quietly talking about, like, he's in class talking about, like, okay, our trip and all this shit, and it's like, what? This guy's just like literally like negotiating with these students in front of other students. Like, are you gonna come? Oh, too bad you're going to Palm Springs. You're not gonna join us. Like, what the fuck, guy?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's weird. So, but so many are going to Palm Springs. Some decided to head to the woods with their hunky professor, but
Mhm.
he's a douche. Like, he's just a friggin'
I mean,
douche.
of course.
There's
Yeah.
no getting out of it. Um, en route to the camping site, they encounter a motorcycle gang.
Okay.
So if you thought this was
Oh
going to
my
be
God.
simple, we have druids.
It's Friday the 13th, part 3 now.
Dude, it is that. It truly is. It's an iteration of that. Think Friday 3. Gang follows the girls to their site pretty much, and they're the worst fucking people. These are gang members from like a Wes Craven film.
Ooh.
Like a Last House on the Left type gang
Yikes.
group, right? Um the I read, in fact, I read a review online. I wrote it down here. One guy in live said that the lead motorcycle gang member was dressed like John Bon Jovi for a Halloween party. And it's not wrong. I couldn't unsee it.
I can picture that.
Um, but so this motorcycle gang follows them back to their campsite. They try and attack and assault the women. Uh, then the train really that's like the tipping point where the train just flies off the tracks.
Mm.
There's a dinosaur monster that arrives.
No.
Then you have the druids. Then you have an attempted sacrifice, and it felt very much like it almost played like a movie, like an old Universal kind of like movie set, because they end up in these like underground like tunnels, but that are these big rooms, and it feels like you're watching a play almost. Um, like a traditional sort of theater type vibe. And this truly, like, this is the only movie this guy ever made, and I think he probably had 6 or 7 stories to tell, and he just did them all at once. And that's what this movie was. But the female core, though, here one positive about how horrifyingly objectified the women in this movie were. The female core develops this kind of like strong, kind of like arc and fight off the druid kind of thing toward the end, which is fun. But this movie was really, really weird. Ton to unpack. There's some sci-fi, there's some horror, there's a lot going on here. But it's interesting, man. Like, I would watch it. I would recommend watching it.
Where can you find it as? Mystic Mountain or
I think I found it under Camp Fear,
okay, Camp Fear. And
but
what'd you find it on?
it was streaming somewhere.
This one sounds worth watching.
I want to say it was like on a Pluto or a Tubi, maybe one of those two.
Not because of the orgy, but maybe.
I mean, this is one of the most. There is not another movie like this that exists.
So, do we have dual storylines going? Do we have the spring break trip as well, or just the camping?
No, I mean, there's plenty of story happening with the campers.
You said there's too much going on.
There are dual storylines happening with them at the same time.
So it's all just the campers.
Yeah,
But with
that's the
multiple
focus of the
storylines
movie,
going.
yeah.
Gotcha. Do we ever check in on the other people that didn't come?
I'm trying to think back.
Bet you wish you would have gone to
I
spring
mean,
break.
it's definitely talked about, but I don't think that they
God damn it.
like.
We came out here to fuck our professor. We should
Yeah,
have gone. Yeah.
and then something else happened.
Oh, man.
Yep,
All right. Well, listen, lust kills.
it
Okay.
does. And
Quit thinking with your pecker or
Mr.
whatever the fuck.
with your druid, with your
Yeah.
dinosaur monster. Such a weird,
God damn.
weird story, but
Dinosaur monster. Where is this part of the region of the world?
yeah, I don't know, man.
Okay.
Like probably West Virginia. That's probably where
All
it's
right. I
filmed.
didn't know if it was mountains or what.
I mean, yeah, it truly it feels like Friday 13th Part 3. Like it
Okay.
feels like that Crystal Lake sort of environment, and then you're like, these caves look like they're in Aztec
Probably is
era.
Virginia or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go to my next one, my second to last. This is one of probably, it's one of two on this list, but one of probably 25 spring break shark movies.
All right.
This is Shark Night from 2011, directed by David R. Ellis, starring Sarah Paxton, Dustin Milligan, Catherine McPhee, and Jewel David Moore, who you would know from Hatchet.
Mm-hmm.
This one is pretty interesting, where it's a group of kids going on spring break to Sarah's house. Her parents are away. They live on a lake. So it's a fucking lake house movie, right? Like,
Yeah.
which, like, if you've ever gone to a lake house, it's like the best. It's like jet skis, boats.
Oh, dude, it's liberating.
It's the best, yeah. You're just like, you're chilling for a few days, doing nothing but drinking and just like laying on
Being
a
with
dock.
friends, yeah.
Hanging out with friends.
Playing cards late at night.
So they get out there and like you can tell like Sarah is like she knows everyone there, right? Like they get there, the bait boys are like pricks.
Yeah.
The one guy's like, I'm gonna like he's got like, you know, the Halloween teeth you buy for like a redneck? This guy has that. Like he's wearing these teeth. And then his partner is kind of like a handsome, like rugged, yet like backwoodsy type dude, right? So like these bait guys are kind of giving the friends a hard time when they show up, and like Sarah's like, boys. And they're like, oh, hey, Sarah, how's college going, you smarty pants? You know, like one of those.
Yeah. Giving
And
her a hard
she's like,
time
yeah.
for
So then they get on her boat and they're going to her house, and the sheriff like pulls them over, right? Like, like a boat fucking cop. And the kids are like, oh my God, there's a cop, a boat cop. And she's like, gun it. So she's like, they're like, oh my God, what are you outrunning the cop? And then like they get to her house and the cop pulls in, and then of course he knows her, right?
Yeah.
And it's that one guy from, you know, the guy, like he's from a TV show of Grounded for Life, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dad.
The dad, yeah.
He's that guy.
I have seen this movie.
No one knows his name,
I
but
didn't watch this for this, but I have seen this movie.
yes.
Yes.
So they get to the house, and then they're like, all right, like this house is fucking awesome. They're playing beer pong and shit, right? It's like almost like Friday the 13th, 2009, the remake.
The remake, yeah.
It almost feels like that. Like the acting is good. Like this is a decent movie here. But then what they don't know is on this lake, for some fucking reason, there's a great white shark. This shark gets a hold of them on their boat. Like the one dude's fucking wakeboarding, gets
Lake
his
sharks.
arm fucking chewed off by this shark. And then we find out that like it was brought in somehow by the bait boys, and the sheriff's in on it. Sorry, I spoiled the shit out of this movie.
That's okay. I think that's okay.
I think it's fine.
There are
but,
only like 5 characters.
This is where
movie,
it actually gets more entertaining here once you find out what happened, because like a couple people get on the boat to go rescue, and then you find out they're like trying to feed the fucking people to the shark. Like everyone loves that new movie, the new shark movie in Dangerous Animals.
But yeah,
And everyone thinks it's like creative because it does like Saw meets sharks. This movie kind of did it first, torturing people kind of for the sharks. And dude, I don't know, like it's just like the people, like knowing that there's people like this that are that nefarious, it's just like really fucked up. Yeah, there's like 3 people involved in this.
I was gonna say I don't know if there are people that nefarious.
And why they're doing it makes no sense. Like their motive makes no sense.
Yeah, motive is not.
But like those 3 are the most entertaining part of the movie, really, once you get there. Like the sheriff, he's like rocking, he's got the one dude tied up and he's rocking out to like Quiet Riot or something. He's like, any last words before I kill you? And he's like, "Well, yeah, I just want to listen to some Guns N' Roses." And he's like, "Oh, trying to butter me up." And so then like the dude escapes, but whatever. It's like it's this one's fun,
I thought this
entertaining
one,
enough.
dude, like,
Yeah.
and I think it's not the most compelling story
No.
that exists, but it's unique, and the acting's like pretty solid, like
No,
it's
this is a yeah, 4.5 out of 5,
yeah,
Spring Break.
yeah, like
Yep.
this is a real movie, so that one's definitely a recommendable film.
Dude, definitely. So this is 2011. Definitely feels way more of a movie than any of these other fucking things I've mentioned
Mm,
before. It's the gap between even Simon Says and this, it's like fucking night and day.
yeah,
So this is Shark Night 2011. Highly recommend. This time of year is perfect.
yeah,
Perfect movie for this time of year.
nice, man, very good. All right, I'm gonna go to my last one. So this is a classic. This is the only film, like I mentioned, of mine that has been mentioned before on this podcast, but I'd be remiss not to talk about this one because it fits the prompt so well. This is the 1986 classic film April Fool's Day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mm, man, directed by Fred Walton, with Deborah Foreman, Amy Steele, Griffin O'Neill. So this is about 9 college students that stay at their friend's remote island mansion, and they start to fall victim to a murder. This is
Yeah.
all around April Fool's Day weekend. They're on spring break, and you find really nothing's as it
As it
as
seems.
it seems or
Yeah.
appears, right? So this is incredible open to this film, which is like a zoom out to zoom in meta meta experience of like what you're in store for. It starts off with this like documentary style kickoff. I remember the very first time I ever watched this movie. I did not see this young. The guys from the Alone in the Dark podcast always revered it. They talked a ton about it. I was like, "Oh, I gotta check that out." And I remember a couple times I was like I had false starts because 'cause I'd started and I was like, "I'm not into this filming style." I just didn't make it past the
Mm.
first, like, 5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. Um, but this is one of my favorites now. Like, I love this film, but, uh, you have this documentary style kickoff, and it has this, like, record scratch moment where it's like, "We're fucking with you," kinda thing, right? So it's a cool way to kick off the film. But you really have these like wealthy ass college kids that are friends. They travel to this secluded island mansion. You have this
Their
Agatha.
lake house type deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. And it's this like Agatha Christie type
Mhm.
story that unfolds. But on the ferry ride over, one of their friends, Buck, seriously injured by a prank gone wrong. You got fucking eyeballs
Oh, yeah.
hanging out. And it sets this tone of unease and if you really put yourself in that moment and you think about it, like, hey, I'm going on spring break with my friends, but one of my friends just got so severely injured on the way to the destination. And now I got to
Mhm.
spend a week drinking beers with my buds and hanging out while he's in the hospital. Like, it's fucked up. Um, but it's masterful storytelling. It's playful while simultaneously uneasy. It's ironic. And it truly is just, it's fun. But once we get to the island, group settles into the mansion, and it's just filled with all these like oddities, which is super
Oh, yeah.
cool. You got these creepy Jack in the Box uh, things. You've got this super strange decor. You have chairs that flip. Like the host, she's this practical joker. She's a prankster, and she's pranking all of her friends throughout the course of their stay. Lights that don't turn off, and you turn one off, another one turns on, and it has this like really kind of like haunted house sort of vibe to it, which is fun. But their host Muffy starts acting off, right? Her personality's shifting, she's acting erratic, and one by one the friends start to disappear. So evidence piles up, bloodstains, missing bodies, strange recordings, eerie setups, and meanwhile you have these odd little interactions that are happening like throughout the house, like just people one to one, like, hey, what the fuck's going on here?
Mhm.
Like, I don't feel good about this. We should leave. And that's what I truly love about this story. Is it like it feels so it's like you're juggling and it feels so unbalanced. And as a first time watcher, I've watched this movie. This is much like showing people Scream for the first time. You like to watch the person more than the movie.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about this movie. because it's so quirky and the ensemble is just so good. And then the final twist, the reveal at the end is excellent. This movie's a 5 out of 5 spring break film and a 5 out of 5 on a regular scale for me too.
Wow.
I revere this movie.
I mean, I agree. Yeah, this is for spring breaks, especially five out of five.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. And again, that ensemble group, we're talking what this is 86 as I mentioned. So you've got someone who's
Recognizable characters.
yeah,
Yeah.
and recognizable archetypes too. Like got preppy privileged person. You have your loud, obnoxious, prank loving arch character,
Yep.
someone who's flirtatious but comedic. You got your socialite, you got your jokester, your cynical person. Hey, I'm failing out of med school, like all that. Like it's such a great balance of like people trying to have fun, but really these are kids that are on the precipice of like going off into the world and starting their lives, and it's this critical moment which is shrouded by this like weird kind of quirky week.
Yes.
So love this movie though. That's April
So
Fool's
good.
Day.
All right, so that was your last one?
Yeah, that's my
All right,
last
we're
one,
going to
man.
my last one. This is a me movie, if you know me. I probably would give Sharknado a higher score than I'm going to give this one, but enjoyable level, I probably enjoyed this one the most.
Okay.
And this one is called Nightmare Beach. Now, this one I could not find for streaming anywhere, but it is on YouTube. But the version I watched on YouTube, anything remotely like hard nipples, censored. Anything bloody,
Are there a lot
censored.
of hard nipples in
There's
this?
like one scene in particular where you know that's all this could be is hard nipples, and it's censored because it's like they're in public. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yep.
But so the story here is after the execution of a motorcycle gang leader convicted of murder,
Oh my God.
a helmeted biker goes on a killing spree during spring break in Florida.
This is a Jamie
So it's
movie.
very much like Night School, the helmeted biker, right?
Yeah.
This is an Italian film filmed in Miami, Florida. So, dude, it's just like it touches all the notes. This has it really focuses on two friends who are college football stars. The one buddy was the quarterback, and like they keep talking about how he blew the Orange Bowl, like threw this last second pick in the Orange Bowl, like a pick six or something, right? And they get like people just keep talking about it, like, oh, I know you. You're the one that blew the Orange Bowl. And the cop is fucking John Saxon.
If you would have asked me, who do you think the cop is? That would be my first guess. Because he probably just got done filming Miami Connections in Miami and then went on to just make this movie.
You're probably right, dude. So yeah, this is like it's these two, but like there's also this motorcycle gang going on, and there's just spring break happening in the background, and like it's constant. So the notes I put are Night School, motorcycle gangs, crowded bars, co-eds, shady authority figures, killer in a motorcycle helmet. That sums it up. And good night, everybody. But no, dude, this one is like a lot of fun in the sense of like you feel like you're watching a giallo kind of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it feels less like a spring break film and more like that, but there's spring break going on the whole time.
Who directed it?
Oh, so it's a co-director of James Justice, which is an amazing name, and Umberto Lenzi.
Oh, I was going to
which is
say,
where we
I
get
thought
the
this was an
Italian.
Italian.
Yeah. I don't know what James Justice's like contribution was, but I know it's mostly an Umberto Lenzi
And
film.
James Justice's real name is probably like Giovanni Ginaverno.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I thought this movie, like the kills are great. And there's this underlying, so you have like three different authority figures. You have like this pastor who has a daughter who's like wild, right? Like her and her friends are drinking beer out front of where her dad is. He comes out and he's like, "What's going on out here?"
Yeah.
Like, I just like to be wild, Dad. And she's like hitting on the quarterback and stuff. So you have her doing her thing. You have this doctor who definitely shady, the doctor prescribing pills to people that shouldn't be getting them. And then sheriff is John Saxon, who just like doesn't seem to give a fuck about anything. It's like any spring breaker. He's like, you better just get on it because the one dude dies, and the quarterback now hooks up with the bartender. When I say hook up, I mean just like they're trying to solve this mystery now of like what's going on. So it's like the quarterback and the bartender now, both attractive people, attracted to each other clearly, but they have a more important mission going on. Let's figure out who killed my friend. Was it the bikers? Was it? So you have this ongoing thing with the bikers. You have a killer that looks like he's a biker. We don't know what's going on.
This movie's right up your alley.
Yeah.
I
So
I've not seen
it's
this.
a whodunit for sure.
I want to watch this. It sounds
It's a good one.
actually
Again,
sounds
it's
like
on
a lot of
YouTube. The quality's great, except for like the nipples being blurred out.
censors.
Yeah.
Can you rent it on?
I'm sure this seems like a movie that Vinegar Syndrome has.
I was just
like $40.
about to say, there's
Yeah,
got to be a steel book of
definitely,
this
dude.
somewhere.
The whole time I was watching it, I was so tempted to fucking look up, but I didn't because I knew I'd probably buy it.
It's only $59.99.
Totally.
But
Yeah, definitely.
comes with a
dude.
poster.
Like if I went up to the Vinegar Syndrome table
You're leaving with
and I
this
mentioned it to that dude, I'm buying it. Yeah,
Be like, oh,
and Mac and me.
you got a sticker for your motorcycle helmet
Yeah,
too.
dude, definitely. So this is Nightmare Beach. Again, I really love this one. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 for spring break movies. Just for the sake of this and for the sake of me having watched this for the first time. That score would probably go down a little, but Nightmare Beach.
That's great,
Fuck
man.
yeah, 1989.
We did it. We got 10 in. And we still have a few days left in April. So if you are going on vacation with your family,
Shoot the boot.
we only have one thing to say, and it's shoot the boot. Just do it.
Fuck yeah. Spring break
Spring break.
2026.
But we had a lot of fun with this. So jump in the comments. Let us know what movies you might have on these lists. If you've seen any of these that you like, if you got any feedback, any comments, let's start some discussion. But thanks for hanging with us. And we will be back next month with some more content.
Yes.
Love you all.
Love you guys.